Hey, today I'm gonna show you how Chop Squad DJ makes piano beats for artists like Juice WRLD or Trippie Red. I guess his biggest songs are like Topanga and Wishing Well. So you know, some classical pianos and melodic instruments and vocal samples. And so yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Let's go. So first off, I'm gonna say, you know, making melodies like these, they aren't really something you can make that quickly because they're really classical and they have a lot of variation on them. So I advise you to take your time with these kind of melodies. So we're gonna start off by making a simple chord progression. For the tempo, I'm thinking like about 150, that's good. So let's get a basic chord progression down. So first I did the bass notes, now I'm just gonna add the chords on top. And one thing you wanna experiment with is jazzy chords. So you call them the seventh chords. We will add a fourth note to the chord, which is, you know, when you basically, this is the basic chord over here. So it would be that we add this note over here, and then it sounds like this. It makes it sound jazzier, and that's kind of what Chop Squad DJ does to his chords. So we're gonna experiment with that. And now that we have the basic chords, we're gonna add some rhythm to them and make them sound a bit more human. Then one thing to note about these kind of beats is the melodies aren't usually this short that I made them. So they aren't 8-bar loops. Most of the time when I hear a Chop Squad DJ beat, he stretches the melody out for 16 bars. So that will give him more space to work on some variation to the melody. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm thinking I will change up some chords here to give that classical feel. Yeah, so the piano melody is done. It's really complex, so if I can just break it down real quickly, we have these chords here with with kind of the chord notes being strummed, so they sound like someone is playing them, so they don't just hit at the same time. They're kind of like spread out. And then we have these basic melody notes here, just to give it some movement and make it interesting. And then for the second part, I added these even higher melodies, just to indicate that we're in the end of the 16 bars. So yeah, now that that's done, I'm gonna find some vocal sample, and actually I'm gonna speed this up a bit. So what I did here is I found this vocal sample. It sounds like this. Then I added some auto tune to it, then some imaging to make it wider, to make it sound like this. And then I added this higher vocal sample that I pitched up, sound like this. And then I added some reverb to it to make it sound like this. Yeah, and with the piano, all of those sound like this together. So now I'm gonna add a bass line here, and with Chop Squad DJ, he doesn't really use a lot of those traditional trap 808s. He a lot of times he just uses sub bass and adds drums on top of that. So that's kind of the style I'm gonna go with. Now actually I'm thinking this would sound better with an 808. So I'm gonna add some really poppy 808 just to kind of have it in the background and not, I don't want the focus of this beat to be on the 808, so something a bit more unnoticeable. So I've added this kind of 808 that has a lot of low end. It doesn't have that mid presence like a lot of trap 808s do. So it's kind of in the in the back. One more thing essential to the Chop Squad DJ style of beats is the sidechain with the kick and the bass and melodies. So every time the kick hits, the bass and the melodies, they duck a bit in volume. I'm gonna show you how to do that. So these two are the bass section and these three are the melody section. So I'm gonna take all of those 5 and I'm gonna route them to this track, and I'm gonna call it kick sidechain or something. You can see all of these are now routed to this. So all of these I put here, and I put route to this track only. So now that I have done that, I will go to kick and press on this kick sidechain right here and sidechain to this track. So now when I go to the limiter, open up the Fruity limiter, when I scroll down this sidechain, the last one is the kick. So in this case it's the sixth track, because there is 5 here and this is the 6th that is routed to this one. So now I can just go in to the basic sidechaining. Yeah, I'm not gonna teach you how to sidechain here because there are a lot of videos done on that, so I won't spend time explaining it here. I can do a separate video if you want, but there's a ton of videos out there, so I think you can find out pretty good advice on this. But yeah, now that I have mixed this, I will go and arrange the beat, and I'll see you after that. Yeah, but that was it. That was the beat. That was me making a beat like Chop Squad DJ. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. And if you did, please make sure to subscribe and like the video, and also turn the notifications on so you never miss my future uploads. But yeah, thanks for watching. Now I'll play you this beat, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.
Luzi, this shit fire.